Arizona has a long and proud history of copper mining, dating back to the 1800s. Mining copper, the red metal as it was called, has been a vital contributor to the early growth and development of the state. Copper is the first of the state's 5 C's, and copper's contribution continues to this day. Arizona still leads the nation in copper production. There is something very extraordinary happening here in Arizona. A new way of mining copper is being tested. The results are dramatic. It is taking place in a small Arizona town, about an hour's drive southeast of Phoenix in the historic Copper Corridor of Arizona, a region steeped in copper mining history. Florence, Arizona looks like many other small desert towns. It's a quiet place. Some families have lived here for generations. Others choose to make their homes in Florence because housing is affordable. The commute to work is reasonable. Others come here to retire. The largest employers in Florence are the prisons. Prisons provide small towns good employment opportunities. But there's more to Florence than prisons, commuters, and retirees. This is a town with potential. There is a mining company quietly working in Florence, extracting copper from deep beneath the desert floor. If you were driving around looking for the mine, you'd have a hard time finding it. In fact, I bet you wouldn't find it at all. You would probably be looking for a large hole in the ground, large mining trucks and shovels, industrial power lines, a tailings dam, waste dumps. You would listen for the sounds of blasting and of diesel engines laboring under a large load. You will find none of those things in Florence. No earth-moving equipment, no open pit, no large industrial site. You will only find quiet. You will find people working at their desks, looking at control panels, talking on phones or on radios. You will find them reading dials, working in a lab-like setting, analyzing and testing samples. You will find them monitoring the sophisticated system of pumps and wells, making fine adjustments to processing equipment, and harvesting 99.9% pure copper cathode extracted from deep below the ground. And years from now, once the process is finished, all of the copper has been extracted and operations have ended, you will find that the land looks much as it does today, and that it can be used in a variety of ways: parkland, residential housing, commercial or manufacturing activities, or simply return to its natural desert landscape. This is not your typical mine. Far from it. This is a copper mine unlike any you have ever seen before. This is the future, right here in Florence. What is going on here in this rural America town is the very best in science and engineering at work. This is a new beginning. Florence Copper is setting a new standard for conservation and environmental protection in copper mining. It's called in situ copper recovery. Here's how it works. A large copper deposit lays hidden beneath the ground. In simplest terms, the copper is being extracted from the deposit using a water-based solution. The solution dissolves the copper using a mixture of 99.5% water and 0.5% sulfuric acid. The copper-rich solution is then drawn to the surface by pumps. An electrochemical process is used to separate out the copper from the solution. The solution is recycled into the deposit, and the process repeats. This method of mining, in situ copper recovery, is by far the most environmentally responsible way of extracting copper from the ground. This unique method of mining copper is possible because the Florence deposit itself is unique. It is rare. Unlike ore bodies that are made up of solid rock, This deposit is naturally porous and shattered, allowing the extraction solution to easily flow through it. This means the copper can be extracted with minimal environmental impact. When Florence Copper first proposed the idea of mining this deposit, people were skeptical. They wanted to know if this could be done safely, if the environment would be protected. Fair enough. People have a right to not only feel safe, but to be safe. Protecting the environment is a fundamental requirement for ethical resource extraction. It was decided the best way to address any doubt was to build a small test facility and then operate it under a carefully controlled, strictly monitored, and enforced set of criteria. To go the extra mile, Florence Copper set even higher standards and levels of environmental performance than authorities were seeking. The company had confidence in its design and models and wanted there to be no doubt in anybody's mind as to the environmental integrity of what was being proposed. The public, as well as state and federal regulators, would be able to witness and measure firsthand actual operational results based on real-life, real-time performance. Construction of the $25 million production test facility was completed in 2018. It consisted of 24 wells, including 4 injection wells, 9 recovery wells, and 15 groundwater monitoring-related wells. The facility has operated continuously now for over 18 months. As one state official described the Florence Copper project, "This is the most regulated, controlled, monitored, and studied piece of property in the state." And what have the results been? Remarkable. Under the careful and watchful eyes of the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality and the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, the process has been proven safe. The copper extraction process has met every production and environmental protection expectation. The results have proven the process to be environmentally sound. Mining solutions have been controlled at all times. There has been no negative impact on drinking water. Everything is as it should be. The science, the engineering, and the modeling predictions have all proven to be accurate. The test has been an unqualified success. Today, copper is becoming known by a new name, the green metal, because of its favorable environmental qualities. Copper is 100% recyclable. It is a renewable, sustainable resource that will help power an environmentally secure and sustainable future. Copper is essential for electric motors and turbine engines, essential to our modern lifestyles. It is the primary conduit of electricity to homes and an essential element in future transportation, computers, cell phones, renewable energy, such as wind turbines, and more. And there are healthy lifestyle and medical benefits associated with copper. The surfaces of copper and its alloys are antimicrobial. They have an inherent ability to kill a wide range of harmful microbes relatively rapidly, often within 2 hours or less, and with a high degree of efficiency. There is no metal more vital to powering the green economy of tomorrow than copper. And there is no mine in the world more capable of producing that copper that has a smaller, more desirable environmental footprint than Florence Copper. Florence Copper has applied for the permits to build and operate the commercial production facility. Once permits are issued, a further $230 million will be invested to build it. Extracting this copper will take 25 years, which means long-term value and benefit for people. The work done by Florence Copper will mean significant and meaningful jobs, economic benefits, and opportunity for employees, residents of the nearby communities and counties. And for the state of Arizona, hundreds of high-paying jobs, millions in annual revenues, all of it generated by a process which has now been proven to deliver the highest in environmental protection and performance. What we have in Florence Copper is economic opportunity that will benefit current and future generations. More important, perhaps, this is a project that can contribute to current need without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Florence Copper is proud to be a part of this community, proud to make its contribution, and looking forward to the exciting years ahead.